Alright, what's up YouTube? It's me, Bruce here again, and I'm going to be going over, once again, my Masked Hero deck profile. And for those of you who've watched my videos, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of Masked Heroes, and this is currently my favorite deck to run. And it's been updated quite a bit since the last time I showed you guys, so with that, I'm going to get into it. So, still the 3 Shadow Mists. That is one thing that will never change for this deck. I will always run 3 Shadow Mists because he is basically the all-star of the deck. Now, 3 Neosalius, which I've been thinking of cutting down to 2 in favor of playing other things. But as of right now, he's still at 3, and there's reasons I'm considering bringing him down to 2, but for now he's still at 3. Then Dual Bubbleman, that will probably never change. Bubbleman is extremely good for this deck. He can get you out of top deck situations. He can let you go into Xyz, and he's just really good all around for this deck. Dual Summoner Monk, which is another thing I've been contemplating lowering to 1. I've been contemplating only running 1 Summoner Monk, but this deck is so spell heavy that I think I'm gonna stick with 2. If you have any suggestions on that, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And then lastly, for my monster lineup, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Blazeman. He's pretty good for this deck, but I've found that the best way to run him for this is to run him at 1. Running him at 2, I tried for a while, and it just wasn't working for me. So I cut him down to 1, and that's been working really well. Oh yeah, before I started, I was going to tell you guys, I took this to a tournament at one of my locals yesterday and topped, and I won a free box of the new challengers. And I was contemplating opening that up for you guys on camera. So let me know your thoughts on that. Now, spell lineup. 3 Mass Change. Self-explanatory. 2 Forbidden Dress because I'm poor and can't afford Lance. 2 Mask Charge to pull back important things out of the grave. 2 Rhoda. 2 Hero Lives. 2 MSTs, Soul Charge, 1 copy of R Righteous Justice, which I've actually been thinking about taking out, 1 Instant Fusion, and we'll get to why I run that later. It may seem a little weird to you guys right now, but I'll explain when we get to the extra deck. And I'm looking for another copy of that. I think I have one somewhere, but I haven't been able to find it, because I'm going to run 2 Instant Fusions. 1 copy of Quick Booster, which is actually something that I'm looking to get a playset of, so if anyone who watches this has 2 more copies, please drop a comment and let me know. And I'll try to trade or buy those off of you somehow. 1 copy of Miracle Fusion. I cut it down to 1 because this deck does not focus on the older fusions. Although they still come in handy sometimes. And then lastly, for spells, 1 Book of Moon. Doesn't really need an explanation. Alright, now for traps. I don't run 3 copies of any trap. 2 Dimensional Prison. 2 Call of the Haunted. 2 Breakthrough Skill. Bottomless. Solemn Warning. Compulse. And Vanity's Emptiness. That's it for traps. Now on to the extra deck. 2 copies of Masked Hero Dark Law, of course. Still very, very, very good. One copy of Masked Hero Acid, which I've contemplated bumping up to 2, but one's working for me right now. If in the future I need another, I could see going up to 2. One Masked Hero Anki, useful for searching out your mask changes and such. Koga, useful for getting over pretty much anything you need to get over. One copy of Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Just good for pretty much any situation, really. He's a really good card, really versatile. Elemental Hero The Shining. He's one I was looking for a while, and I finally got to pick him up at one of my locals yesterday. The one I went to for the tournament. I haven't got to get him out yet, but he's a really useful card when you are able to get him out. And then the reason I use Instant Fusion, Elder Entity Norden. He is so broken. Like, in this deck, he is so incredibly good. Because Instant Fusion, get him out, get one of your level 4 elemental heroes out of your grave. Overlay for Castel, Exciton, doesn't really matter. He gets into the grave. You get to call the Hunted Him, special summon him back to the field, reuse his effect, special summon else out of the graveyard. Overlay again. He's just really, really, really good. I'm surprised more elemental and masked hero players do not run him. It really surprises me because he's really good. Blade Armor Ninja for inflicting damage mainly. Heroic Champion Excalibur, also mainly for inflicting damage and getting over really big threats. Castel, the Sky Summoner, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Don't know why I was thinking Summoner. But he's another card that I picked up yesterday at the tournament. He's really, really good as well. I'm sure you know what he does if you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, but he won games for me yesterday. He does work. Number 50, Black Ship of Corn. He's pretty useful for this deck. And pretty useful for a lot of decks, really. Gem-Knight Pearl. It's good because he's 2400 beater and he can't be Fiendish Chained. 2600 beater, my bad, I was thinking of something else. 2600 beater and he can't be Fiendish Chained. Next up, Photon Papilloperative. Good for getting around those decks that like to stall by just setting Marshmelon, Spirit Reaper, Destiny Hero Defender. Good for getting around things like that. And then lastly, Gaga Cowboy. No explanation really needed. He's just a really good card. And there you have it. That is my Masked Hero updated, new and improved, much, 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 much better deck profile. If you liked it, please feel free to like and subscribe and leave a comment telling me whether or not I should open up that new Challengers booster box for you guys on camera. I've thought about just opening it and then like showing a video of all the pulls, but I've also thought about posting a video of me as I open it. So leave a comment letting me know your thoughts about that. And that's all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.